So I have another deep fried recipe for you all, and don't know if you've tried these before, but deep fried buns, deep fried Chinese buns. I used to have them in restaurants as dessert, and what they'll do is they'll make usually it's like a firmer, denser style bun that is, made and then steamed and then deep fried. Usually it's paired, the dipping is paired with condensed milk, so we will be making that today with some coconut milk so that it'll be nice and fragrant and very, very indulgent as well. So I hope you all enjoy this one. So this is a pretty basic buns recipe. We have some flour, sugar, baking powder, as well as some instant yeast. And this bun is actually a drier type of bun. There's not a lot of water in it. It's supposed to be denser, and so it really makes an impact when you go and fry it afterwards. So I'm just adding in a little bit of warm water, just warm to the touch, and I always say use a machine. It will knead way better than you can, way faster, way better. And I'm basically looking for it to get to this flaky stage before I tuss it out with my hands. I want to be able to bring the dough together so when you squish it, it comes together. But likewise, I don't want it too wet at all. I want it to just come together, and then we're good. So this is after about 10 minutes of kneading on like a 2 or a lower speed. I don't really like the high speed just because it can really warm up the dough. I kind of like to go a little low and slow with this process. And then afterwards, we're just gonna let it rest and rise for an hour. Usually you wanna turn it into a ball first. I did not want to waste kitchen counter space, so turn it into a ball first. You want to wait an hour, and then it poofs up a little bit like this. Obviously, it goes without saying that if you had felt that the dough was a little bit too dry or even a little bit too wet, to just adjust with a little bit more flour or a little bit more water. But at this stage, the dough should be actually quite smooth. You just want to knead it for 1 to 2 minutes, turn it into a log, and it should be smooth and not sticking to your hands. Like naturally, I did not add in any additional flour. And so right here, I'm going to cut it to about, I'd say like 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, and just divide it up. You really get to see how dense this dough is. Like sometimes when I'm making buns, it's kind of like a lot softer. You can see a lot more liquid in it. This has like a nice bounce to it when you cut through because it's quite dense. So you want to just put it into a steamer medium high and steam it for about 12 minutes. And it does get actually quite bigger in size. And then after which you want to let it cool first before you fry it. So just, 10-15 minutes. And then, I had already fried, what were we doing before? I think it was the Hong Kong French toast in this before. So about 175, 180 degrees Fahrenheit. And sometimes it can get really hot really quickly. So you want to give it some time just to make sure that the outside gets nice and crispy. But of course, the inside's already cooked, so you don't really have to worry about that. But I'd say about a minute, 2 minutes each side. So there's this vegan condensed milk stuff at the store, but I think I actually made this one, and I don't know if it turned out too well. It was kind of okay, but I think I just mixed some what was it, powdered sugar and some soy milk together, because the coconut milk, once you cook it, it turns all like clear, and it was really weird. So this was really just for looks, but usually you do it with the condensed milk or vegan condensed milk, and usually you don't really pour it over. You have like a general dipping pot, and you dip these guys in, and there's such a difference in texture between like fried dough and this, because this is like that dense bun bread. It's different from fried bread. It's different from fried dough. So I definitely think you should try it. Although, again, not a lot, because it's not good for you. Like, don't try this all the time. But definitely just try it once. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy this. It's a really it's a really neat dessert. Yeah, hope you all enjoy, and I will see you all again next time. Okay. Yeah, bye.